ਰਸਤਾ ਵੱਖਰਾ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨਾਲ ਦਰਦ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਕਰਦਾ, ਉਹਦੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਕਰਦਾ। ਪਰ ਜਿਸ ਦਿਨ ਮੇਰੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਆਏਗੀ ਵਰਤਾਰਾ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਨਜ਼ਾਰਾ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ।
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. We've been getting a lot of Facebook messages to RajoanaTV, and they've been asking quite a few questions about. In previous episodes, you've mentioned things like, the government could be planning another massacre of Sikhs, Vaisakhi's around the corner. They could be using this as an excuse to provoke us and, take extreme action against anything that we do. And they've been asking, how can this be? How can your very own government, so-called very own government, try and attack you on such an auspicious day, the birth of the Khalsa? How can they even try and attack you on that day? So it's hard for people to fathom how this could happen. So I'm just going to narrate a brief story, but it's a story which I'd like for you to research yourself. And it's a story of Vaisakhi in 1978. Now at that Vaisakhi, there was people like yourselves, like me, who were getting ready for Vaisakhi. You'll wake up in the morning, you'll be excited. You'll go on a Nagar Kirtan, you'll have some langar, you'll go with your family, you'll meet your friends there, you'll go to the mill afterwards, you look at the stalls, you'll have your orange t-shirts and your orange dastana, patke, whatever. And for that day you'll mingle with all your brothers and sisters and you feel like one united force, you feel like one united community. Now Vaisakhi 1978 was exactly the same. Thousands upon thousands of people were getting ready for their Vaisakhi. They'd wake up in the morning, they'd do their Nitnem, Ishnan, they'll get ready, and they'll go towards the Gurdwara. They'll have their Nagar Kirtans, they'll sit down and do Kirtan. Now, out of those thousands, I just want to pick out 13 Gursikhs, 13 people who were there that day. These 13 Sikhs were Bhai Fauja Singh, Bhai Avtar Singh, Bhai Harbhajan Singh, Bhai Pyara Singh, Bhai Raghbir Singh, Bhai Gurcharan Singh, Bhai Gurdayal Singh, Bhai Amrik Singh, Bhai Taranveer Singh, Bhai Keval Singh, Bhai Hari Singh, Bhai Ranveer Singh Fauji, and Baba Darshan Singh. So these 13 Sikhs went to Amritsar to celebrate Vaisakhi, just like you and I would. Some were doing Simran, some were doing Gurbani, some were eating pakode, some were eating jalebiyan like we would, enjoying themselves, having a chit chat with their friends. And then news comes, all of a sudden, that a fake group sponsored by the state is holding a procession in Amritsar with the sole purpose of insulting Sikhi, Gurbani and the Gurus. Now how did they do this? How were they insulting Sikhi? They were using megaphones and marching across Amritsar, our holy city, on a day of Vaisakhi when people will be coming from all corners of India to celebrate Vaisakhi at Amritsar, and they hold a procession with megaphones saying things like Guru Gobind Singh created Panj Pyare, and the head of this fake group, these fake Nirankaris, his name was Gurbachan. Gurbachan says on a megaphone, while he's standing on a massive stage as if he's a guru himself, he called himself a guru, that Guru Gobind Singh created Panj Pyare, the 5 beloved ones, on that day of Vaisakhi, but I today have created Sat Sitare, 7 stars. So I am bigger and better than Guru Gobind Singh. He also called Kar Seva, which is Seva that you do in the Gurdwara, Bikar Seva, which is useless Seva. He said Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, who is our living Guru, the embodiment of all our 10 Gurus, a bundle of papers. This is how he was insulting Sikhi. Now, news got out to these Gursikhs or these Sikhs, just like you and I, who were sitting there enjoying themselves, listening to Kirtan, eating prasade, langar, doing whatever, doing seva, washing dishes, that there's a procession in our holy city and they are insulting us, defaming us. and they're making such remarks that we cannot stand and listen to this. A message comes from Sant Jarnail Singh Ji Khalsa Pindrawali that such a procession is taking place. Are we the sons of Guru Granth Sahib Ji? Some people answered that call and they went to protest. Now what I'd like to ask you guys is, you could be celebrating your Vaisakhi in Washington, in Toronto, in Australia, in England, and you're there just like these guys. You're having your pakore, your jalebiyan, your langar, and you're doing simran, and you're listening to kirtan, and you're chilling with your friends outside, and all of a sudden a racist, fascist group, for instance like the NF, decide to hold a march on that day, on Vaisakhi day, and they decide to pass your Gurdwara. They see your Nishan Sahib and they set it on fire. They put themselves on a stage that looks like the stage of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and they put a man there along with his wife and someone behind them to do the Jol Sahib, like they do in the Gurdwara for Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. They tell you that your scriptures are a bundle of papers and that your Guru was nothing. He was just a normal bloke. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who liberated that whole continent, they're telling that he was nothing. What do you guys do? Someone's insulting your father, your mother, your faith, your religion, your everything, and you're expected to listen to it and continue celebrating your Vaisakhi. Now like a lot of you guys who'd be listening to this, already your blood is going to start boiling, thinking, how can anybody say this to me? How can anybody say this about my religion? Well, those Sikhs in 1978, they felt exactly the same. Some of them stopped what they were doing and they went to protest. Not armed, okay, they were Gursikhs, they Padiyade Karpana, but they thought to themselves that this is a group that's acting in such a way. So we'll go and protest, and if there's any police or government officials, if they can hear what they're saying to us, they'll say, right, you guys get out Amritsar, get out Punjab, you can't come here. How can you come here and incite so much hatred and incite so much violence by insulting somebody's very own religion? You can't do that, especially in Punjab, in Amritsar, our holy city. So they went to protest, thinking that if there's police there, if there's government officials, they'll listen to us. As they go there, what happens? The police start firing. They start firing indiscriminately. City Inspector Joshi and DSP Anup, they're in charge on that day. What they find is that the fake Narankaris who were making these insults are in cahoots with the police. The police are providing them with weapons. The police are providing them with batons, their own batons. Here, I have mine. They're providing them with acid. They're providing them with guns and bricks and stones. Now some people watching this, they'll think, how can that be? How can the police be providing this? Look at the YouTube videos last week. The Shiv Sena were walking, talking and laughing with the police while they were hunting down our people who were peacefully protesting. The Shiv Sena on that day last week, they were going to burn an effigy of Bhai Balwant Singh Ji Rajoana. They burnt turbans of Sikhs. They took down Sikhs from buses, whether they're old or young, and beat the crap out of them. They were saying Sikhi Murdabad. If you want to stay here, then become Hindus. They were saying these things. They were inciting this hatred. And look at the videos, the police are with them. The ones who were doing Simran, they got fired at. The ones who were pelting the bricks and burning the turbans, they were given protection by the police. Now, let's go back to Vaisakhi. This was in 1978. This has happened in our very own lifetime. 1978 was even worse. There was loads of police officers and loads of fake Narankaris that were firing at these peaceful protesting Sikhs. And they got hit with these bullets. Bullets were firing. Acid was thrown. Some Sikhs had their eyes eroded by the acid. There were stories of 70-year-old Sikhs who were there doing Naam Simran saying, please don't insult our Guru anymore. We cannot take this anymore. And they were hit over the head with batons. As they fell to the floor, they were hit over with batons again. Kicked, punched. Like hyenas. Hyenas attacking lions. This was their Vaisakhi. 1978. What would your reaction have been? Would you have sat in that Gurdwara and carried on doing Simran and Kirtan, knowing that your Nishan Sahib is on fire, knowing that the very Gurbani that you're reciting is being insulted in the streets? You too would get up. You too would protest. And if I gave you the example of your own country, if you went to protest at somebody insulting your very faith that much, would you not expect the police to protect you and say, yeah, you're right, let's get rid of these fascist organizations that are inciting violence? You would be in the right. You would expect the protection from the police. You would expect the government to do something about it. But what do you do when you go to protest peacefully at such derogatory comments about your religion, but you get fired at, not only by that racist, fascist organization, but by the police as well? I mean, my heart bleeds when I read these chapters of our history. It really bleeds. But it bleeds even more when I dig further and I find out that somebody like Gurbachan, who was the instigator of all this, is given a safe passage out of Punjab by Badal's government, the Akali government, the so-called Panthik government, to Rajasansi airport, and boom, never to be seen again. Safely out. And acquitted by all courts, not guilty. What about the people who've just been killed by him? What happened to those people? What happened to their families? What happened to their Vaisakhi? The Vaisakhi that should have been full of kesari was full of blood, red blood. But whose hands are full of that red blood? We can blame Badal as much as we want. Quite rightly, I blame him. We can blame the SGPC if we want. We can blame them. We can even go as high as the Prime Minister and blame him. Quite rightly we can. I blame him. But these Prime Ministers since 1947 and Chief Ministers have been coming and going. Yet the ideology remains the same. What is that ideology? It comes from fascist Hinduvad ideology, which is to get rid of minorities. We are one of those minorities. Christians are one of those minorities. Muslims are one of those minorities. Dalits are one of those minorities. Buddhists are one of those minorities. They've got rid of Dalits, Buddhists. They're making inroads into Christianity. They've tried their damned hardest with us. How many more Vaisakhis are we going to have where it's not Kesari, it's red blood? Look at our people today. By Balwant Singh Ji Rajoana in prison. He'll be in prison on Vaisakhi. What will his parents, what will his sister's Vaisakhi be like? By Ranjit Singh, who's in hospital still, what will his parents' Vaisakhi be like? What will his Vaisakhi be like? Shaheed Bhai Jaspal Singh, what will his mom and sister's Vaisakhi be like? What will his granddad's Vaisakhi be like? The other political prisoners, thousands of them, they're rotting in those jails since the 1980s. They've lost all sense of time. They probably don't even know it's Vaisakhi. So these are really difficult times for us. We've just seen about how our people in Punjab, their Vaisakhi is going to be. The reason why their Vaisakhis are so full of blood is because the government, the Brahmanwad fascist government, want to finish us as a minority. They want to finish us as a minority. And they've shown us time and time again, from 1947 to our very present day, that we have no place in India, you're third-rate citizens, and we want to finish you. But how do we stop that happening? How do we stop that happening to us? We don't play into their hands. We don't create divisions amongst ourselves. We don't talk about Jathebandis, we talk about the Khalsa Panth. We are sons and daughters of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj and Mata Sahib Kaur. That's all we need to know about each other. If we unite together and not let them create rifts between us, we can stand firm. This tidal wave they're throwing at us, we can push it straight back to Delhi. But we do need to unite. We do need to become active. And a message to the Indian government as well. Time is not a healer. those batons that pounded the heads of our brothers and sisters in 1978, they're still stark to us. That acid that eroded their eyes, that's still stark as it was then, as it is now. Those bullets that pierced their chests is still piercing ours. So people who are watching this, they will get emotional. They really will get emotional. But what do we do with that emotion? We need to channel it in the right way. We need to colour the world, like Bhai Rajoana says, in Kesari. And let them know that they cannot beat us. At the start of this episode, we introduced 13 Gursikhs and how their Vaisakhi started just like ours. They left home just like us. We're just going to show you now how their Vaisakhi finished. Bhai Fauja Singh, Bhai Fauja Singh, Bhai Avtar Singh, Bhai Harbhajan Singh, Bhai Harbhajan Singh, Bhai Pyara Singh, Bhai Pyara Singh, Bhai Raghbir Singh, Bhai Raghbir Singh, Bhai Gursharan Singh, Bhai Gursharan Singh, Bhai Gurdial Singh, Bhai Gurdial Singh, Bhai Amrik Singh, Bhai Amrik Singh, Bhai Taranveer Singh, Bhai Taranveer Singh, Bhai Keval Singh, Bhai Keval Singh, Bhai Hari Singh, Bhai Hari Singh, Bhai Ranveer Singh Fauji, Ranveer Singh Fauji, Baba Darshan Singh.